So you might have heard a lot about Samsung implementing a 200 megapixel unit on its S23 Ultra model. Yeah, while it's 100% true, there are multiple 200 megapixel units that Samsung has introduced. Last year, Samsung unveiled the ISOCELL HP1, the industry's first 200 megapixel image sensor with 0.64 micron pixels. Then this summer, it introduced the 0.56 micron 200 megapixel ISOCELL HP3, which reduced the camera module size by 20%. And from what we know so far, Samsung won't use any of these sensors. They have made a custom 200 megapixel ISOCELL sensor that sits between these two, having 0.6 micron pixels, 1 by 1.3 inch sensor size and f1.7 aperture. Like the previous two sensors, even this can capture at 50 megapixel and 12.5 megapixel with pixel binning technology that will give it unsurpassed night shooting mode abilities when coupled with Samsung's other image processing technologies. The default 50 megapixel mode will be able to record 8K video with the full size, just like the other 200 megapixel Samsung sensors. And we can't wait to learn how many frames per second of 8K video the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor would be able to handle. So we are waiting for the Qualcomm Snapdragon Summit, which is gonna be held next week. The rest of the cameras are pretty much the same, but will have new camera suppliers. Both the 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera and the 10 megapixel 10x zoom camera on the Galaxy S23 Ultra will reportedly use Chinese firm Sunny Optics. Finally, Samsung will opt in the 10 megapixel telephoto shooter with 3x zoom capabilities from both Parton and Macnex. Even the front camera have been changed. Leaks point out that the megapixel count will decrease to 10 megapixel or 12 megapixel from 40 megapixel unit on previous Ultra models. See, now 10 megapixel unit is understandable because the 40 megapixel uses tetrapixel, means 4:1 binning in Samsung terms. So it's basically a 10 megapixel unit. If however Samsung goes with a 12 megapixel unit, then that would mean an upgrade is on its way. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.